watching Power 4 with my uncle and my daddy.
Hey, yo, what it do? It's Big 30. I'm rocking with Power 4, Real and Wood.
What's up? My name is Justin Austin. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Make sure y'all check out the new podcast called Power 4 with Real and Wood, man. They talking about everything basketball, man. Make sure y'all check that out as soon as possible. You ain't got nothing else better to do but sit at home, work, listen to music, and listen to podcasts. So might as well add this one to the list. Make sure y'all check it out, man. These dudes some cool cats, and they know what they're talking about. Peace.
It's your girl Jazz Lewis over here at We Working, and I am definitely rocking with the squad, Real and Wood. Make sure y'all go check them out.
Yo, this is DeMonte Simpson, and I'm Power 4 with Real and Wood.
Hello, this is Mr. C, aka Clarence Swearingen, Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm rocking with Real and Wood on Power 4.
My name is Coach Nick Marshall, boys coach at Vine Middle School and head coach with TPE, Team Passion Elite, and I'm rocking with Real and Wood on Power 4.
Welcome back to Power Forward with your boy Real and Wood, Season 2, baby.
Season 2, baby. We finally made it. Here we are.
We done came up. We got custom hoodies now in different colors, you know what I'm saying?
New merch. Make sure y'all get at us for it, man. Also, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment on this video, man. Tell us what y'all think.
For sure, man. We definitely need y'all to go ahead and subscribe to our channel, man. Check out Season 1. We got some good content. I call them hometown hitters, baby.
Yeah.
We got nothing but some hometown hitters straight from Knoxville, East Tennessee, or people that work here in East Tennessee, man, that's doing big things, man.
Impact, making a big impact.
For sure. Wood, man. Another thing, man, these people need to know is make sure washing y'all hands and wearing y'all masks. That COVID thing real. You know, your boy just getting back into the thing, man.
Man, I'm still out of it a little bit, man, but God got us.
Man, God got us.
Make sure y'all taking care of yourself for sure, man. That is number one. Make sure you take care of yourself. Wear a mask even when crazy people won't.
For sure. So Wood, man, you know, it's kind of funny, man. I know you wearing that purple and gold because, you know, you trying to represent for Omega Psi Phi, but you know, man, I know another place that wear that purple and gold.
Yeah, man. Where is that at?
Man, at the spot. I call it the spot. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people might not view it like that, but I call it the spot, man. Vine Middle School, baby.
Oh man.
Vine Middle.
Vine is special to you, man. I'm surprised they ain't built you a statue yet, man.
Man, nah, they ain't gonna do. You know, like stuff like that, man. You got to stay a long time. Man, you got to stay a long time to get stuff like that.
Jay, in that short period you was there, man, you did a lot, man.
Man, you know, we was blessed, bro. We was blessed, man. To be honest with you, man, it was all God sent. The way that I got the job, just how everything happened, like my first year, and then how quickly we had success. I mean, you know, it take the kids, it take the coach, but just for us to kind of reach our destiny the way that we did, bro, it was a lot of praying going into that, man. I felt like God had his hands all over that group, man.
And you
and still does.
You definitely turned the program around. And a lot of people don't know. I don't think any people really know. I was about to come over with you.
Man, I was excited about that.
It was already in stone, man. I was be there.
So this was, what year was this? The year we won it?
This was your
second year. Yeah. So that was the year we won it. So yeah, second year, I remember I was trying to make plans to get you over there with me. And here I am thinking I'm about to get this you know, energized assistant coach, and you end up getting a job offer. Yeah, you end up getting the offer at Whittles. And you remember what I told you when you called me?
Yeah, go do it.
Yeah, I said, you got to go do that, man.
Do it.
I hated to tell you that, to be real with you, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was like, I wouldn't be your homeboy, man, if I ain't tell you to go do that, man, because that was a big move.
Yeah, and that was perfect timing, man. But yeah, you definitely encouraged me to take that, because you was like, man, just go ahead and take it. We'll meet up again soon.
Oh, for sure, man. And then the thing about it was another reason why wanted you to take it was because I knew how impactful it could be, like for you as far as just your life, like making sure that you kind of, taking the right steps out after getting out of school. It'll keep you solid. You get what I'm saying? You get around the boys and it make you be responsible. Not to say that I had any worries or anything, but I felt like also that was a good experience for you to have as a young coach.
Yeah, yeah,
Feel me? Because I know with me, I wasn't lucky enough to have them type of opportunities when I first started coach. I probably wasn't ready either, you know what I'm saying? But like even the middle school job when I first started, I was nowhere near ready. So, I felt like it was good for you, man. And look what you did in a short amount of time that you was at Whittles, you know what I'm saying?
that was definitely a blessing, man. It was a fun ride, man. Definitely
So
a fun ride.
so let me ask you this, man. Thinking back at Whittles, most embarrassing moment as a coach.
Man, most embarrassing moment as a coach. Probably pulling the C Webb, man. I was trying to call a timeout. Referee looked at me. Luckily, man, Derek got fouled. We was playing well. Derek had got fouled right before the referee was about to give him a timeout. I ain't had no more timeouts left. That that might be my most embarrassing, man. That'll getting kicked out. No, me getting a tech, man. I got a tech a few seconds into it. I just went set like up in the stands and coach from there. You can't tell me I can't stand up in the stands, man.
So you literally in the stands calling out plays and
I was
sets and
at
everything.
plays. The referee looking at me crazy, man. He knew what was going on, man. He knew he wasn't gonna stop me.
I bet he said this dude done straight lost it.
Hey man,
He
what was
done
your
straight
most
lost it.
embarrassing moment, man? I know you got a bunch.
Oh man, you know what, bro? I was kind of thinking about, since I knew I was gonna ask you that, I was kind of thinking, and I'll tell you one, man. It's only a couple people who probably that will see this, that will remember this. But in my younger day, let's make sure y'all hear that part first before I say this. In my younger day, we were down in Cleveland. We were down in Cleveland playing because we used to go down there against Chat Elite all the time in Tennessee United. That was kind of like the guys we would play before we went out, like went out across the country and try to start playing. But anyhow, man, we was at a game and this ref had really got under my skin. And I wanted to hit something, throw something. I wanted to take some aggression out, man. So I took one of my shoes and I threw it. I don't know why I took my shoe off and threw it. It was just a reaction, man. I took my shoe
This must happen. My shoe must go flying.
I took one shoe off and I threw it and it kind of hit the wall or something, right? So now look, I'm sitting there with one daggum shoe on. Hey, what? Hey, I'm like, I gotta take the other damn shoe off.
I gotta take the shoe off.
I'm on the sideline.
You
I'm
can't
on
go
the
get it.
sideline. Hey, I'm on the sideline coaching with no shoes on, bro.
Slide with your socks on. Well, I'd have been dancing and everything.
Man, I say that one. I say that was probably like my most that one, and then like I'll say like as far as being embarrassed, like kind of like shame, like something I ain't proud of was my last year at Vine, our last regular season game. I actually got two techs. I felt like now I didn't really deserve the second tech. The second tech was kind of like I guess I had got under the ref's skin. He wanted to prove a point, but anyhow, I got the tech. I got threw out of the game, and when I got kicked out of the game, it was a big deal because that meant I was suspended for the next two games,
Right.
and our next two games were playoff games. So, here I am supposed to be the leader, and I can't be there with my guys, man. You talk about nerve wracking, man, having to wait on scores or looking at Facebook Live to watch the games. I think we played y'all the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up playing Whittles the second game. When I looked at the brackets, when the schedules came out, and we pretty much we felt good about the first round that we could win the first round. When I looked at the second round and saw potentially I was gonna play y'all, I said, man, it would happen like this. The game I ain't gonna be there. We're gonna have to play Whittles, man.
Man. They used that as extra motivation, man. They ended up getting us pretty good.
Yeah, they did, man. You know, that team that year was a tough. That was probably, as far as like the regular season, well, record wise, that might have been our most successful team.
Mhm.
Shout out to them young men, but we had a lot of different dynamics on that team.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of different personalities, and the bigger part I think of it was that we had a lot of new faces.
yeah,
So I was kind of interchanged. That was through the years where they were changing the zones, the lines so we had different kids come into the team, and me trying to mesh with them and them trying to all mesh together and all that. In a short amount of time, it was definitely challenging, but at the same time, it was definitely rewarding. I just wish we could have finished it off by making it to the state in Nashville.
yeah.
Yeah.
We fell short of that one too. So man, what was the away record? The home record was it?
Nah, it was well.
Did you?
We lost. Unfortunately, we didn't lose a lot of games at home, but uh, we didn't lose a lot of games them last 3 years. But I will say that we went. I think my last 3 years, yeah, we went undefeated on the road.
Road
We didn't
Warriors.
lose a road game, and that kind of became that was kind of like a carry on thing that we kind of started with Tyree and Tyree Gibson and AJ Pruitt and Isaiah Brentwood.
Yeah,
That was kind of a tradition that all those guys started. Jay Allen. We just had this thing where I don't know. I can't remember. We started playing and we went on the road one game and the kids said, "Cause we ain't losing on the road. We don't want to lose. We ain't losing on the road." And I just kind of started digging into it.
yeah,
And the more and more, you looked at my coaching style, which I was real hard on the kids.
right.
They started to take that personality. So, I'm the type of coach, I always got a chip on my shoulder. Like, I always feel like we got something to prove. And so the kids took them road games. We kind of turned them into challenges,
Yeah,
you know. And when you look back on it, man, it just speaks volumes about what we were doing in the program because I look back on, I said, man, we was able to go to every Knox County gym and get a win.
get a win.
And it wasn't easy. It wasn't like we was going in there just blowing everybody out by no means. We had a lot of games where we maybe didn't play that well or we had a lot of things going against us. So shout out to all the kids, man, that was at Vine when I was there, bro. You talking about special guys, man. I'm talking guys that are either in high school right now making an impact or about to be major impacts. Like one guy I just was thinking about, man. I only had him there for 1 year was Jermichael Blair.
Yeah, yeah. He
I
doing
mean,
good
look
things.
what Jermichael did in middle school this year, bro.
I got the call. Oh, J Mike just had 30, 30,
30.
30. Then I get another call the next day. Oh, J Mike just had 30. You might be talking about the day before. Now he did it again. Go nephew.
Yeah, and we talking about Jermichael Blair Jr.
Yeah,
Let's make sure we get that. Make sure we get that clear, man. Because I want to say this, man. If you ever get a chance to be around Jermichael Blair Jr., man, talk to him, introduce yourself to him, and you tell me what you think. You tell me what kind of guy he is. And I'm not saying this because I've coached him before. I'm saying it just because I've been around a lot of kids, man, and they don't make a lot like that no more.
that's a great kid. Great.
Yeah, man, he like the last of a dying breed, man. And he know I got high expectations for him. I always used to speak highly to him and of him. And if he hear this, man, I'll be disappointed if he don't do anything less than his best, man. That's what I'm expecting out of him. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's one thing he gonna give you is his best, man. But yeah, that kid is special.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think it was just a like I said, man, it was just a good experience, dog. Like being able to coach a lot of guys that I seen growing up and stuff like that. And then at the time that I got the job, it was kind of like perfect timing.
Yeah,
Like with probably the player that as far as like my whole time at Vine that kind of got a little bit of everything was probably Marquise Barrett. was, AKA Boski, baby, the Lonsdale lefty. My dude, man, look here. I can remember him back when he had them little caps in his mouth with the little dreadlocks, baby.
After dribbling real lines there.
Hey, man, for real. But I want to say, man, that dude was a model for like going through the process and being humble.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think he come in his 6th grade year, he got AJ and them on the team. He wasn't playing a lot, but he was on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He got in some, but nowhere near as much as he wanted to.
Right.
And then 7th grade year, he still wasn't getting in probably as much as he probably deserved to or wanted to, now that I look back on it.
Yeah.
But his 8th grade year, man, it was like, here you go, son.
Yeah, he ain't coming out the
Here
game.
you go. You done did everything I asked you to do. You done come, in the midst of all that, I had him playing JV and, he was doing his thing, humbly doing his thing, man. And so on that team, I was molding him into becoming a leader. Right. As far as for in the Vine program. So senior year, his 8th grade year, that's why he was able to come in and step in the way he did. You get what I'm saying? And be a major impact, man, a major impact on our team because, I was molding him in them JV mode. He wasn't one of these kids say, no, I don't want to play JV. Yeah. Nah, he was right there. Yeah, and shout out to Marcellus Jackson too, man.
Yeah,
both of them dudes, man. I feel like they were ready to play their 8th grade year because of the stuff they went through as far as the process that I had in place. Before they played, their 6th and 7th grade year.
Just getting them ready.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I know it felt good, boy, hanging that banner up.
Oh man, bro, that was big, man. Because I think before we won it, I don't think a team had won it in close to 20 years.
Yeah.
So when I first got the job, I was excited to take the job because it was Vine.
Right.
It was like, man, I want to coach at Vine. I know they got a good history. I know they done won, and it's Vine. It's an African American school, predominant school. I'm African American. I love my people, man. So it was just a win-win. And the big part about it was too. Now that I look back on it, is that shout out to my athletic director and shout out to Ms. White and Ms. Jones, all my principals. That were there when I was there, they all let me kind of be Coach J.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And sometimes, that can be unorthodox. That can be unorthodox or whatever, but they really stuck with me. And then there were some times where having them good people around, they can pull you in and say, hey, you might want to watch this, or hey, you might want to get better at this. So, just having a good team around you, man, that was big too, because I had access to the gym 24/7, man. Miss White or Miss Jones never gave me a problem. If I wanted to do, we practiced on Sundays. A lot of the days when we left the school, nobody else was there. So it was all about the hard work, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people discredit that, right? They think it's just, oh, he got a bunch of players, so they good. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm doing the whole process with these guys, man. I'm staying after school with these dudes, waiting an hour and a half after before we can practice, then practicing with guys, taking guys home.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you need an award for that. I'm just saying it's a lot to go into having a successful team.
Yeah.
And one thing that I held my hat, one thing I'm always I can hold my hat on is, really anywhere I've been, but really more so I'll say about Vine is, Coach, I've been so blessed, man, that God blessed me like this. Check it out. I done been able to have like a decent amount of success with every group I've been with.
Right.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe not every group, but I say every stop that I've made at a certain point in time. I had a time where, where we had success, man. So again, man, that was the most beautiful part about the whole thing at Vine. I can remember when I first got the job, kids would be kind of mocking me at school, like, did we win last night, coach? Like waiting on me to say no so they could laugh, tell me we trash. And
Hey man, kids are mean, bro.
hey, they could be so cruel, but it's real though. I
Yeah,
mean, don't nobody want to support when you losing. Like it's who like a loser like that?
nobody.
Cause losing, I'm just a firm believer, but losing looks a certain way.
Yeah,
There's certain characteristics that go along with losing, and there's certain characteristics that go along with winning, man.
yeah,
And I'm not, Bilal had did a great job with the program as
mm,
far as wins and losses and stuff like that because they had just made it to the Final Four.
right.
But my envision for Vine was like, nah, like Vine. I don't know what it was like before I came. I'm pretty sure he had some packed games. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But my first year that I came, we didn't have any packed games, bro. It was kind of dead in there. And I just couldn't understand. I said, man, we gotta make this environment more exciting. But more importantly, we gotta give people something to get excited about.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be out there playing bad basketball and people ain't nobody coming to see that.
No,
So I knew that. And so that's another reason why we worked hard and I can't tell you how much joy it would bring me, man, on game days. I would go out to the parking lot and just see how many cars is going down Martin Luther King, man, and it might just be a middle school game, but I thought to myself, I remember when nobody was coming to these games, and now it's standing room only, and that's just a credit to my boys, bro.
yeah.
Like that's what hard work could do. When you stick together and you have success, people want to come see that. They want to come see what it's all about.
They got to see what the hype is about.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, and it just turned into, and before you know it, it turned into this big old aura, this big old thing, or even around the school to where I might just walk into the cafeteria and keep kids to start clapping, hard work, word, coach. You were ready for the game tonight. So, it was just a big thing, man. And it was real good. I got received by East Knoxville with open arms, man. I can't tell you how many like old school cats who didn't have kids on the team. Maybe they had ties to Vine, but they didn't have any kids or relatives on the team that were just coming to the games and just telling me they love what I was doing, man. That's what that it was driving me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to say this too. If I ever offended anybody with my with my approach, but I'm serious, Wood. I want people to know, man, like, bro, I'm trying to kick the door down.
Right.
I'm trying to kick the door down. I felt like a lot of my kids in my community didn't have enough pride. They weren't excited about what they were doing. No disrespect to anybody else, but I just felt like we had some things that I wanted the city to see.
Right.
And a credit to that is look at AJ and Brentwood, man.
Killing.
Look what they doing.
Killing.
Not in trouble, making good grades and stuff like that, man. Them dudes gonna go on to be awesome fathers, man.
Yeah.
Awesome young men in the community, man. So that's what it's about for me, bro. You feel me? That's really what it's about.
We raising men, and I mean, I think we both got the same philosophy on it, man. Like the ball gonna stop dribbling one day. What you gonna do after that? That's what I'm preaching to. That's what I'm coaching. Like the
Sure.
oh, make sure you touch the line, man. Make sure you go to work because you gotta get them diapers for your baby.
Right.
It's just
Right.
just that. But man, I can definitely attest to what you were saying, man. Because when I took Willow Springs over, bro, they won one game. I didn't even ask who it was that they beat. I didn't really want to know.
Right.
And they had a good team, but it was just no pride, no school pride at all. So like that first year, I'm looking around the gym at game time. I'm like, man, where is everybody? Because you got a little section over here, you got parents right here. And it's like, we gotta get some people in here, man. And that's
Yeah,
one
well,
thing I
let me
started
stop you
working
right there. I
on,
got
man.
look. I'll say this. I remember your first year. I came over there for a road game.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, my boy, just like me, man. It's like a Saturday morning, a Sunday morning in this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's people there, but not like how it should be. But go ahead, bro.
If it was a crowd, it was for the other team.
Right.
And I was like, man, we gotta change this, man. So started Warrior Nation, and that just kept building, man. And luckily, we the winning started to pick up, man. We won more games each year, which I was proud of. And I mean, that's all with the boys. And then that last year, man, it was just special because everything clicked,
Right.
and we just got rolling, man. We got rolling at the right time. Everybody stayed healthy. Everybody accepted their roles and did their roles amazingly.
Right. I think one thing that you had, and me too, a lot of people don't know this, is that your core group of guys already are brothers.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, they might not all be blood brothers, but they brothers. They've grown up together, sleepovers, do all, gone to school together, played on the same teams. Like these guys really are brothers. So eventually, that's going to me, that's gonna weigh something,
oh yeah,
especially if they working hard and stuff like that. So that's what made y'all tough to beat too, is because y'all had that, them guys had a bond together. They've been playing ball together for a long time, man.
yeah. When you got that bond like that, you gonna definitely hold each other accountable, especially if you're trying to get attain the same goal.
Oh, for sure.
And that's one thing we talked about in the off season, and we all agreed on, man. That's what we want. We want to bring a gold bottle with the Springs, because, like we confirmed in our last episode, nobody has ever done it, man. And so starting off that big and breaking the records we broke, man, it was just like, all right, cool. We just got to keep this momentum going. And
Yeah, yeah.
to get to the end of the season, and it's like, man, all right, one more step, y'all, one more step. We get the gold ball, just like one more step. Fortunately, we fell short, but that season, man, that season was one to remember.
Oh, for sure, man. Y'all had a really good season, and it was cool to see because, man, when we sit here, we talk on the phone and stuff like that. We discuss different kids and the talent around the city and different teams, and seeing this coming a year and a half before it happened.
Yeah.
2 years before it happened, we said, man, by eighth grade year, them guys gonna be tough to deal with, man. And so it was even cooler, like to be there that night to see you win that thing. Is like, man, me and my dude talked about this, man. We said it was gonna happen, and to visually see it happen was cool, man. I know for me it was the same way,
Mm-hmm.
but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I could tell anybody this. I wanted to win the championship, not for me, but for the
Right,
school, to bring the pride back to the school, and
right.
and really bring that attention to Vine. Uh, I wanted that so bad, Coach. I prayed for that every night, man. Until that championship game, I'll tell you this: I went to the championship game the night before. I mean, the year before we
Right.
won, right? So I think we got put out like first round, but I ended up going to the championship, and West Valley won the championship. And when they won it, people went crazy. They were running on the court. I just left. I got my car, because I was trying to beat the traffic.
Yeah.
And I got my car. I remember it was cold that night. I was by myself, getting in my little car, and I thought to myself, I said, that's gonna be us next year. And at that time, Coach, I think the year before we won like 2 league games.
Yeah.
I said, that's gonna be us next year. And just fast forward, bro, a year later, we really was there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we really was there, and so it was cool, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: what do you think? While your time at Whittles, what was your toughest challenge, bro?
Man, my toughest challenge, and this is opposite, definitely opposite of what you said. My toughest challenge was administration, bro, because it was like I wanted it to be one way, and I had this vision, and not really having an athletic director that knew what to do or how to do it. Like I'm this is my first year. I'm scheduling the games for boys and girls. I'm doing fundraisers. I'm trying to bring people in the game, setting ticket prices, all this crazy stuff, man. Stuff that instead of just focusing on the game
Coach?
and coaching, I'm focusing on all this other stuff, man. So to me, that was definitely the hardest thing. Is like having to be everywhere.
Right.
But I mean, it all ended up working out, man, and I definitely learned a lot from the experience.
For sure.
What about for you?
I think for me, man, I'm gonna say my toughest challenge was at Vine. I think well two. I have two, and one was a good one.
Yeah.
You know, coach, when you good, that means you got talent.
Oh yeah.
But when you have a lot of bodies, it's hard to keep everybody happy, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep everybody happy. And you know, like I know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I done did a lot of winning, Linwood, a
Yeah.
lot of winning.
You
And
know.
I'll tell you first hand, man, that a lot of it should be enough, but a lot of times that's not enough for everybody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to keep everybody happy. Um,
Hold on. Before you go forward, man, it's crazy because that's when I used to get the most dang on calls after a big win. Like,
yeah,
man, we just won. Can I please enjoy this win?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And shout out to the parents though, man, because I say that it was hard to keep everybody happy, but I'm also say the parents were so fired up about their kids' success.
Yeah.
But they were super supportive, man. You know, at the games, I always felt like I had a gang of people that had my back in the stands. You know what I'm saying. So I will say that, but that part was tough. And then, coach, coaching in the inner city. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Or I ain't even gonna say coaching in the inner city. I'm gonna just say coaching with some of the young men that I had to coach. Everybody didn't have everything that I had growing up and stuff like that, man. So you run across certain young men that just don't have everything they need, and sometimes it's not that you don't want to help them or you can't help them. It's just tough dealing with it sometimes because some of them kids are some of the sweetest kids, some
Yeah.
of the most humblest kids. And they don't have just the bare, certain things, man, that they may have needed or whatnot. And that's not all the kids that was on the team. We had plenty of kids that had everything they
Right.
needed. Every now and then you might, I would run into some of that too, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you another uphill battle that me and you both had to go through that like people on the outside don't really notice. Man,
Yeah,
we got a school full of like 500 kids. I know y'all got like 400.
yeah,
So pulling from there is way harder than pulling from 1,500, 1,200 kids. And it's like, man, some years you just get what you get. You can't really pitch a fit because that's all you got.
coach. I had years where I had 20 people at tryouts.
Man, I used to have to beg, hey kid, you want to come try out? Why don't you come try out? So I can
Yeah,
tell
so
this
I could see something. I know we got something in here.
we got something. Hey man, you pretty tall. You
Hey,
play the
but
trombone.
coach,
No, come on, play
coach, think
basketball.
about this, coach. Think about this, coach. I was there, what, 5 years or four? I can't even remember now. 4 years.
Was it
I
four?
was I was there 4 years. All the Tyree and them years and 1 year after them. So I was there 4 years.
Yep, that's it,
In
all right.
4 years, coach, in a 3 year span, coach. No, yeah. In 4 years, we won 72 games.
Jeez.
Coach, it's hard to win 72 games, coach.
Yeah,
That's a lot of basketball games, coach.
yeah,
But we also was doing it playing against schools that got like 1,500 kids in there.
yeah.
See, that's the other part people don't understand. You know where they, and then the other part of it is that the other impressive thing was for me at Vine was is that, bro, we was even winning the JV championship. We
Yeah.
probably won more JV championships than I did. Yeah, I think we won two or three, little JV championships or whatnot. But that was big for me. I was excited about that because I was getting the program going. That meant I had some younger guys in the stable, that was going to be able to come and help on the varsity. And that's hard to do at a school, like you said, that only got 400, 350. 1 year we had 350, bro. I think the year we won the championship, we had 350.
It's hard, man. I'm telling you, people don't understand it, man. It's like, dang, what the rest of your team? That's all I got.
But I think they did. They just passed a new rule that in middle school, so any of the small schools, right? I don't know what the cutoff population is, But if you qualify to be a small school and you win the county,
Mhm.
right,
Yeah.
then you have the option when you competing for the state, you can go to the small school portion of it. The
Oh man,
tournament.
big right there.
Yeah. Yeah, they just changed that. So shout out to Knox County for getting that right, baby.
Yeah, that's big time. That should have been done. That should have been in place, but you know how that go.
For sure. Let me ask you this, coach. While you was at Widows, what was your toughest place to play, baby?
Oh man, you know what, bro? I'm gonna go against the grain here. It's gonna make you mad till you hear why. My toughest place to play was number two, Vine, hands down.
Number what?
Number two, Vine,
Number two.
number two. And you already know why I say that. My hardest place to play was Halls Middle School.
I knew he was about to say house.
Halls Middle School, man. It was
Oh,
we had
it was,
we had
it was
one
a little
event, the referee called me a boy. I'm
different.
looking at the
He
game.
called you a boy.
Make
And I want to, hey man, people who watching this episode, man, tell me, is that okay? Can a referee turn around and call me a boy?
hey, sit down, boy.
I know you kind of
What he
felt
told
like
me.
that was a racial slur, didn't you?
I knew it was, man. He was jacking us all game, man. It all made sense when he turned and said that.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it ain't no way, man. So of course, I got thrown out that game. But talk to TSSAA, I was suspended for 2 games because they know he was in the wrong.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Shout out. I'm gonna say this too, man. Shout out to the reps that try to go out here and take their job halfway serious, man, and try to do the best they can, man. I don't want to spend no time on the guys. I think that sometimes get emotionally caught up in it. It's just a shame when they do, but you know they do because coaches get caught up in it sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So you know they gonna get caught up. They gonna get caught up sometimes too. But man, shout out to the dudes that actually go out their way to have a conversation with the coaches that are approachable, that don't mind explaining calls and you know just being the way I look at it, just being responsible, man. Just
Yeah.
being
Look, I'm on the
a good
sideline. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna say bad words. I'm gonna do what I'm doing over here. You just worry about that game. Don't miss
right.
the calls.
Right, right. But I'm not mad at the ref. I'm not mad at the ref for coming over to me and saying, "Hey, coach, man, I need you to calm down a little bit, coach." You get what I'm saying? Like trying to meet you halfway, man.
Man, my thing is,
At least, coach.
don't tell me about no coach's box. It's invisible and it is way out of my mind. I'm not staying in no coach's
Hey,
box.
coach, you was in middle school. Look, I've been watching it all day now. Look, when you get in college or you know you get high school, you get some rank. You get
Yeah,
away with all that a little bit.
yeah, man. He used to come over and talk about a coach's box from this side to this side. Look, man, I can't do it. I
Coach,
forget.
they knew they was gonna have to keep me in that box, baby, because they knew I was gonna be dancing and all kind of stuff all upside down that sideline, man. I,
Hey,
and another thing too, man, I wanted to say, man, speaking on that is, man, I just like to have fun. I want the kids to have fun, man. I bet you this. Most of the kids who played for me, man, ask them did they have fun. At the end of the day, ask them did they have fun.
that's what it was about, man. Having
You
fun,
know
man.
that
Learning.
now they gonna know we you know I was hard on you, but yeah, we gotta have fun, man.
You gotta have fun.
You got to.
Hey, man. So when you first got the Vine, who did you play? And you was like, oh yeah, we got to get there.
On that level,
We got to get on that level. Was it anybody?
I can't really say that I was like, we got to get on their level, because it was more like, and you know, remember, always got a chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, we got to kick they beat beat. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to the point to where we can beat them. But see, I'll say this. I'll say my first year coming in, just because of the fact of I'm all into like whatever the traditions are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me taking the Vine job, boom, first thing I'm circling is Northwest. Matter of fact, I wanted to make sure that that was still the first game, even though I knew on paper they probably had a better team than ours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a part of that rivalry, and that was kind of a big thing for me. I wanted to show up and say, hey, we still here. Bilal did a good job, and even though we got a new coach, we this thing ain't about to just fall off or something like that. So I say to him, I was really gunning for Northwest. I can even remember my second year. We go to North like toward the middle of the season. We're rolling, we're undefeated, but I'm still, you ain't satisfied. You still gunning for other people. So Northwest was like a gauger for me.
Yeah.
We go over to Northwest, and we end up beating them by like 15. And I left that, and when I got to, like I told the guy, I said, we ready, you know, we ready to take a couple more steps. That was big for me, man. I thought that was a big stepping stone for us.
Yeah.
Or whatnot.
Definitely.
Yeah. Who do you think was your rival?
Man, crazy man. It was Willow Springs, so I mean, we don't really have any tradition or a rival. I think once we got rolling and everything, of course, Vine became a rival, and they called Gresham a rival, but I didn't really see Gresham as a rival.
Right, right.
So we didn't really have one, man, which sucked. But it was like, I mean, what do you do when you don't really have that much program tradition?
Right, right. You kind of just creating the history or whatnot.
Yeah,
I think with us too was our one of our biggest rivals was Powell.
yeah,
Because we always, that's the team we met both of the times in the championship, and
yeah,
they had a good team. I had a good team. Coach Coach Courtney was well respected within the county. I was much hated
yeah.
and respected by the ones that I cared about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, but it always made for big time games, man. I think they came my last year in the regular season. We played them the first game of league play, right?
Hmm.
And it was so packed at Vine, and it was so hot in the gym that the wax was coming up off the floors, man.
Hey,
Players was sliding on the floors, and it wasn't that the floor was wet; it was that the wax was sweating off the floor.
yeah.
The jump was crazy, dude.
Well, I know it was a good showdown.
Man, what? Hey, it definitely was. Hey, that was the time we beat them. So,
Yeah.
I, you know, I I had to roll with that. So tell me this, man. How did you end up taking the job at Widows? Like, how did this even come about?
Man, it is crazy how I got the job. So originally they had gave it to somebody else. They had because I didn't even know about it. But my old principal at Northwest ended up getting the athletic director job at Willow Springs. And just so happened they lost their coach. So he called one of my the guy taught with me, Leon Gray. And Leon was like, man, I don't really want to coach no basketball. I'm busy. He said, Woods, you want this job? I said, yeah, I'll go ahead and take it. So man, that's really had happened. Like it was like really passed down to me because he was busy, which I'm still grateful for. And he helped us out that first year when he could. So I was definitely grateful for that. But that's how I got my first shot.
Man, I'm just sitting here thinking about it, man. If Widow Springs doesn't get Linwood, what does Vine look like? Vine unbeatable.
Hey, they'd have been mad at us, man. It was like, man, the kids that ended up there, it'd have been a fun.
Ooh, that thing would have been tough to beat. That would have been like we would have been knocking on the door of the J Mike's teams and all them dudes.
Oh yeah.
Them old school Vine teams, man. We definitely would have ran the table a year or two.
It would have been more than that, man. We would have
Yeah,
been loaded.
man, that would have been fun, man. That would have been fun to get all them guys together for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
So what was it? So Bond got what, two championships? Or was
When
it
I
more?
was there,
No, no, no. Just all together.
period.
Period.
Oh, wow, bro, they got way more than
Way
two.
more.
Yeah, I can't even tell you the. I would have to go back in there and count it. It's more than two. They
What,
was they was running them things off, girls and boys.
what the last team to win it was J Mike now?
Uh, no, The last team to win, it might have been is J Mike before LJ and Bilal.
Yeah, I think he after them.
Yeah, so J Mike then was the last one because he must be like 98 or something like that,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. Yeah, because it had been like 15 years or something since Vine had won the championship.
Yeah, they were supposed to win it when I was in middle school, but they had to play us, so that wasn't gonna happen. Man, they had one of the best teams it was, man. They was loaded.
Who all was on that squad?
The Britain team and the AE team was both together. So they had Big DeMonte, they had the Joneses, they had
DeMonte Simpson and the Jones twins played on the same middle school team.
same middle school team.
I wish I would have been the coach then, boy. We would have been
On the same
rolling.
team. But we end up beating them, man. We end
Was
up beating.
Trevay over there with him too?
Nah, he was at Northwest. He wasn't playing.
Okay, okay, okay. I got you.
We had a squad.
But y'all,
We had a squad.
man, that's crazy. Man, a lot of people don't know too, man, that shoot dog. Before I was at Vine, I actually had took the job to be Northwest coach. And that would have been sick too if you think about it, bro, because that's during the time when EOTO we was rolling, man. We was rolling in them younger age groups, and we was taking them dudes all over the play, all over the southeast, a couple other spots or whatnot. And so I was gonna take the job. I think that would have been DJ and Ashan's them 8th grade year and Ballow's 8th grade year.
Yeah.
And then Deshaun McKinney and Tiajuan and Roman and all them, they would have been 7th graders. Coach, you know what we would have been doing. And I had just came off the summer of being the AAU coach with them guys, man. We had such a chemistry that man, we would have rolled, man. I often think back on that and think and wish I would have sat back a little bit and kind of made a different decision. But at the same time, I'm like, dang, would I have been able to get the experience I had at Vine? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shout out to Amy James, man. If y'all know Miss Amy James, I think she had Gatlinburg Pittman. Miss James, I didn't get a chance to talk to you when I was out there. COVID issues, baby. But Miss Amy James, man, she really believed in me and gave me a job. She seen the vision that I had for a basketball program, and she gave me the job.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, it's always a blessing when they see your vision, man. So that way, when you get in there, you don't got to worry about you don't like this way. All right, let me change it. Nah, I'm gonna do it my way. My way gonna work eventually.
For sure, man. And it was hard for me to like when I was at Vine, it was like, how long am I gonna stay?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people was looking at it like, oh, he's a new coach. He just started. Nah, by the time I got to Vine, I had been coaching since like, I don't know, like 2003 or something, 2004. So, like I had already had a bunch of experience. So my thing is like, I'm not no spring chicken. I want to try to move forward and at least get to like high school level, when I can or whatnot. So every year at the end of the year, I had opportunities to do something else. Like somebody would hit me up,
Right.
And the two opportunities I got one I ended up taking. But the first one that was real hard to turn down was, I think before my last year at Vine, I got offered to be the middle school head coach at Webb with the girls.
That would have been big.
With Coach Collier. Yeah. And then I was gonna be one of her high school assistants.
Yeah.
And man, I just thought about it was an honor just because I know she's a well-respected coach. She know the game, and I started thinking about all the things that I could soak up from the game. But I ended up I didn't take it because I couldn't leave my guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't leave my guys. I started thinking about Boski and just my relationship with him and what that meant to me. And it just meant more. I wasn't ready to walk away with Vine, especially with how we had ended the season. So I wasn't ready to walk away. So I ended up I actually interviewed and then called Coach Collier back and had to call and tell a Hall of Fame coach, somebody her stature, like, I'm sorry, coach, but I'm
Ain't
not
ready.
gonna. Yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to make the commitment. So fast forward, when Coach Wright ends up calling me the next year, you know, I'm up here talking to my wife. I'm like, I can't turn down two Hall of Fame coaches in 2 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get too much better. If you're gonna go in and do an understudy and learn from other coaches, you can't do no better than this on the Coach Collier on the female side and then Coach Wright on the boy side. So, man, I just thought about it, man, and again, it was so hard. The part that made it hard for me to leave is I just love my guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I love what I was able to do at Vine.
It's
Uh,
really something you built.
yeah, it was something I built, and it was something that was about that could be even stronger, but at the same time, I felt like it was time for me to move on and learn and continue to learn, bro, because I think a lot of people underestimate how hard a lot of people underestimate like how much you can learn from older coaches and people that got more experience than you.
Hey, I gotta ask this question. How did he start the conversation off? Hello, buddy. Oh, I know Buddy was in there somewhere. Where was Buddy?
Hey, I think he called me buddy once or twice, but I'm gonna tell you, man, me and Coach Wright, what happened was, man, we both got one thing in common. We care about defense more than we do offense.
Oh,
And Coach Wright, another thing is he try to do it the right way.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he try to do it the right way, man, and I respect that. And that's kind of how I carry myself. I can't say I've been perfect, but I dang sure try to do it the right way, man. And so I just respected that, man. I just saw it as a growing opportunity, and then I knew that Taj and them would be over there, with them going to Widows, and I knew Dutta and some of the guys over there that I'd already, had relationships with. It was a win-win. I'm gonna tell you what made me the happiest about it is when I did it, the reaction that I got from some of the Fulton players, bro.
Yeah.
That I hadn't even stepped foot over there one day, man. Some of the guys I hadn't even really met like that. The reactions that I got in my DMs through social media and stuff like that, it was good, man. Yeah, it was.
It always make it easier, man. But yeah, y'all definitely got it rolling, man. And definitely it's gonna be a few state trips here coming soon, man. Y'all should have went this year.
Knock on wood, man. Knock on wood. And I'll say this, man. Shoot, Knoxville as a whole right now, man. Knoxville coming up with these hoopers. I feel like we've always had them, though.
Man,
I feel like we've always had them. I feel like Knoxville has always had really good guards, man.
yeah.
Really, really good guards. It seems like no matter what the era, when I start talking to people or I think about the eras that I've seen, everybody can tell me a couple of guards that was like that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I see a lot of kids motivated, man, to keep it going. So I'm just really excited to see how far a lot of them get. And shout out to our boy, man. I just spoke to our boy tonight, man. Shout out to Amari Rogers, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Amari was our first power forward podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. He was
Yeah,
first.
first one, and that was the beginning of his before his senior year.
Where
And
he led the NCAA in receptions.
we sure did. And guess what else, baby? I got my invitation to the draft party. My boy having a draft party, man. I cannot express how excited I am for that young man, to see him really live out his dreams, dog. That junk is cool. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's dope to see
Yes,
it, man.
man. If any kid deserves it, he definitely does, man.
Oh, for sure.
To touch on your point, man, this is so much talent here in Knoxville right now. And it's crazy because I tweeted that earlier, and Jesse said, I'm gonna enjoy covering it. But man, it's just
That's right.
from top to bottom, man. It's like the 2022 class loaded, 2023 class loaded, the 2024 class. Oh my goodness,
Yeah, man. It's
special.
loaded, man. I mean, you look at one of my favorite players in 2022. He know I'm real high on him, man. Forget the offensive end. I ain't even gonna speak about that. man, this young man will come down and lock you down. He'll find your best player and lock you down. And that's why a lot of college coaches are high on BJ Edwards, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Love mentality on defense. I love the fact that he'll go down there as a guard and rebound at an elite level. He can handle the ball. He play at his own pace. And I don't watch BJ since the fifth grade. You
yeah,
know, I can remember when he was still living in Johnson City. He used to come to Knoxville sometime for some workouts. I would see him, but he man, he just done continue to grow. He just done took advantage of his opportunity. And when I talk to people at Catholic, they got nothing but high stuff to say about that young man. So him and coach, I got two other guys in 2022 that are like, and I'm gonna say three. Let me get three, coach.
but before you give me them, I want to say something about BJ. I knew BJ was special the IMG game. He was hands down the best player on the court.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
with the Jaden Springers and everybody else on the court.
That day he was.
BJ was the best player on the court, hands down.
I love that. I love that, man. I love that.
What's your three? Give me a three.
My three guys in 2022, man. So we got BJ, which is the obvious pick. And then my other three guys are all sleepers that I feel like people sleeping on. Like they, people know about them, but I feel like, nah, y'all really don't know that these three dudes are really like that.
Right.
I'm gonna give you Jacoby Gillespie.
He is no longer a sleeper. If
Man.
you're not woke about Jacoby, you don't know basketball.
Coach, I don't think they really, really know those still.
He is that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put that thing on the deck, put it on the deck, pull up off the dribble. So nice, so smooth around the basket.
All three levels you can score it.
And anybody that's watching this, yes, I'm a Fulton coach, but again, I know these young men. And I knew these young men before I started coaching at Fulton. So I appreciate good basketball. I could go on and on and on about Jacoby, how he done developed his game over the last 2 years, man. Took big, big, big steps with his athleticism too. But my other one is Jackson Garner. Was leading the state in scoring. Yeah, was leading the state in scoring for half the season, man. But the thing people don't understand about him is humble dude. Don't care about the spotlight. None of that kind of stuff. Unselfish, super unselfish guy. And some college coach is going to go to recruit him and meet him and really see what he about, and they going to fall in love with him. Because the other thing is about him is he's a gym rat. He might be at the gym right now for real getting his shots up. Like he one of them. He one of them ones where the coach gotta leave that key on standby because he gonna be in the gym. My other one, man, I really like this kid, man. And it's crazy because I guess he'll be a rival or opposing foe for us, a thorn in my side because we had to go against him is Trey Morrow. If you ain't seen Trey Morrow play and if you've seen him play and you don't respect his game, man, I gotta have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
I like everything about him, coach.
Do it all.
I like the way
he
he
got
play.
good size too.
I like the way he play. I like his size. The other part, though, that's even bigger than that, from everything that I can tell from the way he carry himself and from his actions and what I see on social media, coach, even though he's a really great player, he seemed like a better teammate in person, coach.
That's a big thing right there.
He gets it, man. He gets it. So Trey Morrow, man, any of y'all know Trey Morrow, tell him Coach J said, man, shots out, man. Like, he one of my guys, man. I like seeing him play, and I love competing against him, man, because I know we got to bring our best if we going to play Trey Morrow, bro.
You better, he going to go for 40. But yeah, man, and that's the thing, bro. You don't have to give a disclaimer, bro. That's the thing, man. We are genuine people. So we going to show love no matter if the kid is a rival or what, because we want to see all these kids succeed at the end of the day. I'm not going to talk about the kids. Oh, this kid in my camp, so let me talk about him. No, man. If that kid over there doing good, we're going to talk about him too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. You was talking about class of 2024 in Knoxville. And I mean, that thing, man, that's not fair.
it's so many names you can throw out in that class, but man, it's limitless.
And we say Knoxville, but really, I'm gonna tell you this, Coach. Uh, I've been on the phone talking to a couple of people, through East Tennessee,
Mhm.
and there's a couple other guys, man, that's in East Tennessee. There's a guy uh out toward the Chattanooga area. Coach, he like a top 20 player in the class. Yeah. Play where we get buckets.
I'm telling you, man, there's something in that water down there in Chattanooga.
Man, they got players down there, man.
There's something
But in
water.
2024, in East Tennessee, man, I wanted to say something too, man. Shout out to the boy Jordan. What's Jordan last name, man?
Oh,
Dang. Shout out to the boy Jordan over at Harriman.
yeah,
They had a real good season, man. And I just think he got so much upside, being 6'7" in the ninth grade, can put the ball on the floor, can rebound, can shoot threes. To me, no disrespect to none of the other kids. To me, though, as far as potential and next level, from what I can tell right now, from what kids have shown me right now, that's the guy, man.
yeah.
That's the guy. That's the guy that the Power Fives are going to gravitate to first.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to none of the kids, because we got guards, man. I think we got in class of 2022. I
24.
mean, you might got you about 6 guards from here that's gonna have D1 Sky. Is that about right? 6 or 7 guys, maybe. And I might be missing something, but
It
you
might be
know,
like that, man, because
yeah,
this.
it might be. But I'm telling, because you got Boski and B over at Webb.
Yeah,
You got Taj, Janaj, and Tyler and Dexter
yeah.
over uh over here at Fulton with us.
You
You
got
got
Javin still.
go ahead.
You said we got Javin still.
Yeah, you got Jobin, man. That's super tough, man. And let me say this about Jobin, man. Shout out to Jobin Carter. I had to watch Jobin a lot on tape. And you watch Jobin on tape. One thing that I gotta tell him, or hopefully he see this, is, man, my dude make the right play most of the time when he get the ball. Like, he not trying to make other things happen. Like, just because I got the ball, like, okay, I got to score right here, or I haven't shot the ball in 3 possessions, so now I'm just gonna go in here and take a shot. Like, if he's open, he's shooting.
Right.
If somebody else is open, he's passing. If he drives the ball and another defender comes up, he's passing. Like, yeah, he making the right play. So I love that about him. And he a humble dude, and he'll sit down on D
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you some other names you ain't said yet.
Yeah,
You got Vickers. Cause Eli, man, he is a dog.
he
You got
is.
Big Alex.
Big Al, man.
Hey, man, you see me that picture of Big Al. I said, man, that's the last time I'll ever be taller than him.
Big Al, man.
Big Al,
Big
man.
Al doing big things, man. I look forward to seeing what steps he gonna take next year over at Catholic.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna have to step in and probably play even more, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
Next year, with that squad, man. So, man, y'all college coaches gonna have fun with 2022 around here, man. I think we on the path to having some big time games, though, Coach.
Oh man, yeah.
Some big
I
time
hope
games.
I hope I get to see the Webb and Fulton. I need that. I need the Fulton and Catholic.
Yeah,
I need all that.
yeah. Hopefully we can
City
get all
got
them on.
that.
Hopefully we can get all them on the schedule, man. I don't do the schedule, Coach.
Man, the city need all that. I'm gonna call Coach Wright personally. Look at here, Coach Wright, buddy.
Hey, get us on the schedule, man, for sure, man. And you know what, bro? It's been cool going over to Fulton. It's not really a popular thing to do coming from Vine and then going to Fulton, but man, when I say the love has been real,
Oh yeah.
man, they done open up their arms wholeheartedly, man, for me and my wife, and just made us like family, man. You know, I have Coach Wright and other people checking up on me all the time, man. So I definitely appreciate that, man. And I'm looking forward to the future, man. Like you said, hopefully we can get down the road and get and accomplish more of our goals. And the other part of it is I can't wait to see what these dudes look like by the time they leave.
Yeah.
You know,
By the time it's just gonna keep growing, man. And it's so many pieces that people haven't seen yet that when they see, they're gonna be like, man, where he come from? Oh, he
yeah,
been there.
right, for sure,
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Overall, man, it's just a lot of talent here in East Tennessee, man, and it's definitely gonna be good to watch here coming.
Hey, it sure is in Wood, man. Fresh off the press, bro. Fresh off the press. This actually just went down while we were while we've been shooting, man. Brandon Witten B just got an offer from Pittsburgh to play football. You know what I mean? So
It's crazy, man. I was just talking to B on Twitter, man, and he was just saying how much talent it was here in Knoxville. And I mean, that's on the court and on the field too. But man, Brandon Winton is a special, special, special kid.
man, humble as they come, baby, a dog.
Dog. That's why I
Yeah,
love your dog.
for sure, man. So shout out to Lil B, man. Lil B, man, that's the first of many. I'm pretty sure some basketball was gonna start rolling in too.
Oh,
Uh,
do whatever you
because
want, man. If you
let me
want
say this about
to
my dude. Oh man, let me say this. At his age right now, probably one of the best defenders, man. I mean, one of the best defenders, man. Good playmaker, man. Gonna make things happen. But on that field too,
ooh
y'all in trouble, man.
at
They
7
ain't even seen it yet. They ain't even seen what all he could do because he just now getting back into it. But I think next year gonna be a breakout year on the football field.
oh, they starting to see what he doing, man. That 7 on 7, boy, he had something. He had some highlight where he just went up and got it. The other kid had no chance.
I
No chance.
love it, man. B, you better do your thing, boy. Keep representing. Wood, man, you know, man, you been blessed, man, just to kind of have this platform.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I see people around town, they've been telling us they like what we doing and kind of have a little, you know, a few questions. How do we get started, man? Like, where did this all come about?
Yeah.
So,
Go on, let them know, man. You was the mastermind behind all this, man. I
nah,
just
man.
want to
So,
fill in the place.
nah, dude, Power Forward just came about from being at home
Hey,
bored and
hey, Jay, do you remember what the name was gonna be though, bro?
I can't. What was it gonna be at
It was
first?
gonna be Ball Hogs.
Oh yeah,
Ball
I forgot about that.
We
I
did some
forgot.
research. We was like, nah, we can't do Ball Hogs.
Yeah, too many people got that joint, man.
Got it.
Uh, but just being bored at the crib, man, and thinking of different ways to be creative, man. And I just start. I'm gonna tell you what sparked it for me is when all of the stuff was going on, all of the racial stuff, the protesting and stuff was going on. Just as an African American, I just started thinking about my area because at first I wanted to start making a bunch of social media posts, this, that, and the other, and I was like, nah, that's not really hitting it. I'd rather do something different. So I just started thinking about like all of these cool, dope people that I've been able to encounter since I moved to Knoxville, man. That's like doing really genuine things, man. People that I know for sure that's in it for the love. And then then we've watched throughout some of that. We've met some really dope young men and young ladies who have gone on to do big time things for my city. So I felt like we needed a place to highlight that and just be real. You know what I'm saying?
And see, the main thing I usually tell people about like what Power Forward is man, it's real stories from real people. So you don't got to go through no third source to hear the story, man. These people are telling you what their story is. And
For sure.
it's always so cool to just sit back and listen, whether I know the story or a part of the story or have no clue what the story was. It's always cool. And like, I know I do. I know you do too, man. We go back and watch them. We go back and listen to them like all the time. So it's just like, man, that's cool right there.
Yeah, for sure. And then I think it's always real interesting to see people who live in small towns or who even come from small towns, but their skill or their abilities have taken them way farther than that. So, like when we talked to Damon in
Mhm.
season one, Damon Johnson, and he was just talking about how far basketball took him from his little small town. in Tennessee. You know, now we looking at Amari, who started out, you know, just like other guys playing over at John Tarleton football and playing basketball at the EB Davidson.
Yeah.
And now, you know, this young man about to be called, hopefully, you know, with God willing, be called in the NFL draft, man. So it could just take you so far. And that's really what I wanted people to see is that, uh, you know, hard work pays off. And we have a lot of different examples of it. And I want to celebrate that.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's kind of why we was doing it, man. I know I'm excited about season 2 because
Man.
we just got more bangers and more bangers, man. We got a lot of good brothers and sisters
Yeah.
doing big things, man.
We got a
It's-
lot lined up, man, and it's gonna be much of the same, man. But it's gonna be the story's gonna get even better, man. We got a lot in store for y'all, definitely.
for sure, man.
Say,
So,
I want to give him a name, but I'm gonna wait, man.
hey, you want to give us some of them names, some of them droppers, man? Nah, we got to keep them waiting on that, man. We got to keep them waiting, but we definitely gonna be meeting up with some people, man. I'll say this too. You know, having certain people on, especially talking about Knoxville, man, it's bringing up old blood. So we might have somebody like, for instance, we might have some people from Fulton on or some people from AE on,
Hey,
and the other side want to come on. You know what I mean?
listen to me, Austin. These people, y'all gonna get y'all time to talk. I promise y'all. I
That's
promise.
right, man. Man, we might have to have 2 episodes for that AE deal, man.
You might just gotta go find the AE legend and the Fulton legend, man. Just let them come on.
And kind of go at it
Hey, let them go at it.
for
I'm
sure, man. But
that.
But we definitely got some bangers, man. Some people in the basketball community. We even got a couple people in the football community. A couple of our good friends been making big strides. I ain't gonna say no names, but
Yeah.
been making big strides, and we can't wait to speak with them people and get that content out to everybody in Knoxville. But for sure, man, if y'all been rocking with us in the first season, we really appreciate it.
We do.
Appreciate all the support. Hopefully you keep watching. Make sure you check us out on Spotify too, man, because we on Spotify now. You know, we coming up.
Spotify, Apple Music, man. We got so many outlets. And again, man, all that's on our social media, man. Make sure you go follow that.
For sure, man. But anyway, man, power forward. I hope y'all ready for season 2. I hope y'all ready for everything we got in store. We definitely working hard for y'all for sure. This your boy Raylan Woods signing out.
Peace.